All right, so let's dig deeper into this. This is the Manhattan Project. World War II, the first atomic bomb. Notice they put the number 3 on it. What a surprise. It's the same number that Saturn is on the Kabbalistic tree. There's an exchange between this planet and the planet Saturn. The Earth's crust is negatively charged. If there's an exchange, then that means that it's sending us, there's an exchange of negative and positive ions. But Saturn and the Earth are the only two that are doing this. The rest of the planets are dead. They don't perform on that level. Okay, so we can see here, we've blown up, it's the number 3. This is the second one. You can see, here it is. You've all seen this before, the circle and the square. Okay, so you're talking about a sorcery, magic, and science all combined together here to unleash hell, basically, I'm assuming. This is from from the test in the Bikini Atoll over here when they blew it off over here. They put a bunch of ships in there with animals and stuff to see what happened. Pig 311 and a goat. The two demonic animals, these are the ones that survived. Okay? And 311, if you remember correctly from the Sandy Hook video, is exactly when those guys that were tearing the school down were told not to go through the kitchen. Exactly at 311. And of course, here we have the core of this dude right here called the demon core. I know it's very small because I took a reshot of it, but I'll try and pull it out of here. Blow it up. We'll just put it over here. Maybe you can see it. There it is there. The demon core. That's what that is. That's plutonium inside. This is uranium on the outside. Okay? This right here is the plane that dropped it. So you've got an E3. So basically you've got what you've got is 33. Here you have 354. That's 8 and 4. That's 12. And that is a 3. Here the bikini that women wear now is named after this explosion. The Bikini bomb test, the Bikini Atoll, which was what these guys did. This is what this whole thing is about. This is why it's the Devil's Due and Operation Crossroads and all of this. There must be some kind of natural balance between Saturn and the Earth. And that if it's out of whack, there's all kinds of things that go bad, like storms and all of that stuff. I'm assuming that every now and then they have to fire one of these things off to balance out whatever the electrical system is. The problem is that they have to fire one of these things off because we're stuck. We're tied to this planet in this exchange of positive ions and negative ions. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a whole spooky bit going on behind it too, but giving you a scientific reasoning, that's what's going on. So when things get out of whack, and they know these things, I think that they create these fake wars. I mean, people die, but there's really no country attacking another one. They just understand that they have to do it. So all the collaborating countries get together and they form these crazy ideas and wars to be able to justify blowing one of these things off. The thing in Iran right now is that supposedly the Tree of Life, which is a big-ass vortex, I'm pretty sure, like a massive one. For whatever reason, the Jews want that really, really bad. And I'm pretty sure that's somehow tied into this whole Third Temple thing. This doesn't mean that the people in Iran have to jump on board with this thing. Even though the whole world's in on it at the top, that doesn't mean that there's not factions that are willing to go against the grain of whatever. I think we've been completely bilked and fucking lied to. I'm so sure that the reality of what's going on here and the religions based off of electrical circuitry is what the religions really are. Is what's really going on here. You know, the Big Bang Theory, you know, fucking get an orgasm. All of this stuff. is all together. But I really think that they understand how the natural order of things really work here. So, but they won't tell us, but they'll keep us involved by creating war and things like that to make sure that we're part of the show, never really understanding that they have to fire one of these things off, not because there's an aggressor, but because if the balance gets off, or if you don't pay the devil his due, being Saturn or Satan, then there's going to be hell to pay. And as you can see right now, the weather's going berserk and all kinds of crap. So, this is just my thoughts and my theories, but, you know, everything here lines up. Wait till you see the story about this ship with all the 33s and the 9s and the 6s in it. I mean, it's ludicrous, like some little kid sat down and wrote it. But in the end result, it all comes down to this. It's atomic in the heart of it. That's where Adam, we're sons of Adam. I mean, there's nothing really else to say about that. It's what it is. And they've given names of gods to these different forces of atomic power.